Once upon a time, a young boy came to a small, peaceful school surrounded by trees and mountains. He had come to get admission. The school was known not just for its education, but for teaching peace and mindfulness. There was one special rule. Every student had to meditate for half an hour before the classes began. But the boy didn't know about this rule. After his admission, he entered his new classroom, full of curiosity and excitement. Before the lesson started, the teacher smiled and said, "Here, every student must begin the day with meditation. You will sit silently, close your eyes, and calm your mind." The boy agreed and sat cross-legged like everyone else. But after only 2 minutes, he grew restless. He opened his eyes, frowning in frustration. The whispers around him, the shuffling of other students, everything felt unbearable. He got up angrily, ready to leave. The teacher gently stopped him. "Sit again," she said softly, "and try once more." Reluctantly, the boy sat down again. But the same thing happened. After 2 minutes, he became angry again, unable to tolerate the sounds of others moving, breathing, or talking. This went on for 3 days. Every morning he tried to meditate, and every morning anger consumed him. Finally, he went to his teacher and said, "Please tell everyone not to talk during meditation. Their noise disturbs me. I can't concentrate. When someone disturbs me while I meditate, I feel like shouting, even hitting them sometimes. I need complete silence. Otherwise, I cannot find peace." The teacher listened calmly and replied, "My child, no matter where you go, there will always be noise. There will always be someone or something to disturb your peace. You must learn to control your anger, not your surroundings. But still, if you truly wish for silence, go to the riverbank tomorrow. You'll find peace there." The next morning, the boy went to the river to meditate. The sound of flowing water soothed him. The air was cool, and the world was quiet. He sat down under a tree, closed his eyes, and began to meditate. But soon, a man passed by with his dog. The dog barked, the man called out, and once again the boy became angry. He clenched his fists and muttered, "Even here I can't find peace." For 3 days, the same thing happened. Finally, he thought, "If I go to the middle of the river, no one will disturb me there." So he took a small wooden boat and rowed to the center of the river. There, surrounded by water and silence, he finally began to meditate peacefully. No voices, no footsteps, no barking dogs. Just the soft sound of the river and his own breath. A week passed, and every day he meditated in the middle of the river, feeling proud that he had finally found peace. But one day, while he was deep in meditation, he suddenly heard a splashing sound. He opened his eyes. A boat was drifting toward him. Startled, he shouted, "Hey, don't bring your boat here. I'm meditating." The other boat kept coming closer, but no one answered. Annoyed, he shouted again, louder this time. Still no reply. And then, the boat collided with his. The boy exploded in anger. He stood up, furious, shouting, "Who is in that boat? I won't spare you for disturbing me like this." But when he looked inside, the boat was empty. Completely empty. His anger disappeared instantly. He felt embarrassed, foolish even. Just then, a man came running along the riverside. The boy thought, this must be the owner of the boat. He yelled at the man, "Why can't you tie your boat properly? It hit mine while I was meditating." The man looked confused and said, "I'm sorry, but that boat isn't mine. I just came here to ask for directions." The boy fell silent. His anger faded again. He decided to take the empty boat back to the shore to find the real owner. But when he reached the riverbank, he saw the truth. The boat had been tied there earlier and had drifted away because of strong winds and waves. There was no one to blame, no one at fault. It had all happened naturally. The boy stood still for a long moment, watching the ripples in the water. He thought to himself, "When that boat hit mine, I was filled with anger. I was ready to shout, ready to hurt someone. But when I found out it was empty and that no one was responsible, my anger vanished. And when I learned that even the wind and the waves caused it, I felt peace again." He finally understood. Most of the time, his anger came from blaming others. But what if, like the empty boat, the things that disturb us are not anyone's fault? What if life's problems are just part of the flow, like waves on the river? He smiled softly and closed his eyes. For the first time, he felt true silence, not around him, but within him. When something makes us angry, we rush to find someone to blame. But anger blinds us. It makes us forget that sometimes life just happens. If we learn to treat every disturbance like an empty boat, something caused by nature, not malice, our anger will fade and peace will return. Many people cannot control their anger and later regret what they said or did in those moments. Remember, when you are angry, you stop being human for a while. But if you can control your anger for just one moment, you can save yourself from 1,000 moments of sorrow.